Decisions, decisions, decisions. Every day we need to make decisions, some more critical than others. How would you like to make decisions the way a millionaire does? I'll tell you the process of how one well-known millionaire makes decisions in this video. Hello, I'm Stephen Goldberg, and I regularly bring you ideas and tips on leadership, team development, and personal development in the workplace. Every day we make decisions. Some we don't even think about very much because they're kind of routine, whereas others that are much more critical and have more impact on us, we need to take more time and think it through. I just came across this article, which was actually an interview with Jim Treliving, who is the co-founder of Boston Pizza and who is also one of the dragons on the Dragon's Den TV show. So Jim is always meeting entrepreneurs. They're pitching ideas to him, and he's got to make fast decisions on whether to invest in them. And one of the things he said, which really caught my attention and prompted me to make this video, was that he uses a process in making decisions. And his process is that he first listens with his head, then analyzes with his heart, and makes the decision based on his instinct. So in other words, what I understood is he's combining all three in this process. And he's learned how to balance these and use them together to make effective decisions, in fact, very quickly. Because if you watch the Dragon's Den show, they have to make a decision and obviously bid against their colleagues who are on the show in order to win that deal. So this made me think of the process that we teach in our style of leadership and team development and my team and I training programs, where we incorporate this approach or a similar approach that teaches people how to use their three brains, or their three intelligences, as we call them. What are these three brains or intelligences? So one is the physical or instinctive brain or intelligence. The other is the heart or emotional intelligence. And the other is the intellectual or logical intelligence. Now, we all possess all three intelligences. The difference is which of the intelligences is more dominant in each of us. And that will vary from type of person to type of person. To help people make a decision in our training program on which type is more dominant, or which of the three intelligences is more dominant in them, we use animals. And we use the lion to represent the body or instinctive intelligence, the Saint Bernard to represent the heart or emotional intelligence, and the fox, which is representative of the intellectual or logical intelligence. Somebody who's more dominant in their emotional or heart intelligence will make decisions based more on feeling. Whereas the fox type, who is more intellectual and logical, will want to analyze more intellectually, theoreticize about the problem or the decision before making a decision. And the lion will want to act more on instinct or based on physical attraction or aversion to whatever it is that they need to decide upon. The idea or the objective of all this is to become balanced in how we use our intelligences in decision making, but also in general for how we function in life. The one thing that interferes with good decision making and making good use or balance of the three intelligences in that process is fear. So fear interrupts our way of thinking and causes us to function inappropriately in any situation, and especially in decision making. In fact, fear is a built-in mechanism for self-protection, but we tend to overuse it, and it's not really needed in most situations because most of the time there's no reason to be in fear. Our lives aren't being threatened. I mean, when our life is being threatened, we usually react instinctively to it. But in general, we live in a pretty safe environment, and there's no reason for fear to overpower us. I'll talk about how to address fears and also about using the 3 intelligences in more depth in future videos. So stay tuned for that. So to summarize, try and use all 3 intelligences when making a decision. Follow Jim's advice. Listen with your head, feel with your heart or your emotions about the decision, and then act on what your instinct is telling you. Thanks for listening, and talk again soon. I hope you find these tips useful. Here's some videos that are related that you can watch right now. Subscribe to our channel to get news of new videos as they come out. Thanks for listening, and talk again soon.